So, Coach Fralick, I'm gonna guess, first official day of practice, I'm gonna guess this is probably one of your favorite days of the year. Just, I guess, talk about the significance, just kind of what the first official practice means for you.
I love beginnings, and I don't think of this necessarily as this team's beginning, but it is, it is a monumental day. We get to wear our real practice gear. We get to practice longer and together. And it's just, I love the beginnings. I love beginnings of teams. I love it's like a step in our journey. And there's an enthusiasm around that, and there's an energy around that. I love that part. Now, the trick is keep it. It's easy to, everyone can be excited in the beginning, but we talk about who's the team that can maintain that and have a consistency in that.
This year, different from other years, you're coming in as, a favorite. In past years you were looking to make the climb toward the top of the MAC, and obviously you won the MAC regular season title last year. Anything in your preparation change in any way coming in as the defending champs?
No, we still have so much to do. We still have so much to get better at. I think the minute you think you've arrived is when you're in a bad spot. So, I feel like our team in the last year practiced like they were tired of losing, and we don't want that to change. You got to practice with that chip on your shoulder, and I just feel like this group has another level they can get to. I feel like there's another level we can play at, both offensively and defensively. So, and we feel as a staff that's ours to push them towards. And they've been a very, very motivated group, very eager group, very fun group to coach. So I'm looking forward to continue working with them.
And last year in so many ways was very different from any other year, not just for BG women's basketball, but for everyone, everywhere. Was there anything, whether it was practice, game days, preparation, was there anything that you obviously were forced to do some things differently that you've now changed the way, I guess, how did that affect the way you coach and teach and work with these kids?
Last year was so unique for the world, but we also felt like last year eliminated a lot of distractions. Last year, getting to play was absolutely one of the best parts of the day because there were so many things that we were isolated from. So remembering that, remembering to keep basketball as a really sweet spot of the day. And now that there's more going on and more things and more places to be, keeping our kids focused on, basketball being an important part of their day. And, the pandemic, it was challenging for the world. And it still is, we're still dealing with that and managing through that. But keeping basketball as a really sacred piece is going to continue to be important for us.
And then the last question, you recently named captains. You have 4 of them. Just, I guess, take me through what was the process of how they were named, and then just your thoughts on that group, that quartet.
So the way we do captains is everybody has an opportunity. If they want to run for it, they're allowed to say yes or no, and if they do, then they write down a long explanation of why, and they share that with the team. So they have to speak in front of the team about why they think they'd be a good captain and what strengths they bring to the group. And so we went through that process, and it was really clear through that process that those 4 were really admired by their teammates. And I think what I love about them is they're a really complementary group. Like, they really bring different strengths. And so I feel like together they really have a good pulse on the team. Molly's a 4-year player for us. I'm just really proud of her. She's such a hard worker, such a committed kid to the program. Katie Hempfling brings an unmatched enthusiasm. She loves the game of basketball, and she brings that to practice every day. Lexi Fleming is just an absolute gym rat. And then Madison Parker, a 5th-year player for us, who we're so fortunate to have, is just so mature and such a good, she just always makes sure everybody's in the right spot at the right time. So together, I'm really excited to see them put their heads together and lead this team.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.